Our school vision for learning is we live learning.
So we're looking at the idea that as a school, what we expect everybody to be doing. So as leaders here, expect from the teachers and what we're not negotiable on.
We think education for the 21st century is about relevance and is about creativity.
I'm really happy with the dedicated staff and what the community of St Peter's has offered us as a family.
We absolutely love this school. We adore our teachers. The teachers have been magnificent to our children and for our children.
I love doing my work, and if we're stuck on something, we can go to them and they'll help us out.
We value every person here as an individual.
It's not just a school, it's a family.
It's the staff as well as the children that make St Peter's such a great place to work.
Nobody's alone in St Peter's, everybody has a friend.
They actually look at the individual child.
Each of our daughters has a very different personality. The school's been able to cater for each of those different personalities and different learning styles.
I'm now seeing my son and daughter who were disengaged having a love of learning and wanting to be at school and wanting to participate, and really proud that they're St Peter's students.
It's having all the teachers be involved with the students as individuals, not just a number.
We wanted our kids to grow up with good values, respect and learning to get along with other people.
The school is our second home. It's a community that has welcomed us, made us feel everything you should feel in your own home.
Everybody has someone they can turn to, and it's a very comforting environment for children. Parents can come into the school and they know the teachers know them.
Everybody is kind and the teachers are nice to everyone.
For children to be engaged, really engaged in learning, then what we do is very significant. The curriculum is what we have to teach, but our pedagogy and our school-wide pedagogy and the way we teach it is entirely up to us.
At St Peter's, we follow in the footsteps of St Mary MacKillop. We strive to be a community that is based on faith, education and love.
The resources here are just fantastic, and the teachers undergo so much professional development and constant training and education that I just feel that they're in a better position to provide a good education to my children.
We have a wide variety of experiences for children that allows them to really explore what it is that they might be good at, and it's our job to help them find that passion.
We have lots of programs at St Peter's through the school.
Non-bullying school, we do Bully Bulldozer.
Bully Bulldozer, which is a program that helps children to learn the different kinds of conflict involved in their school life, in relationships, and also to find solutions when conflicts arise. Another program is drumbeat.
The drumbeat program basically works on getting a group of children together. It does look at behaviours, but it actually is working on resilience through rhythm.
We do a program called Exploring Feelings that helps children to build a toolbox of resources for when they're angry or sad or upset or not knowing what to do, how to make friends.
If schools are just about who's good at reading and writing or maths, then there's a limited number of people that are going to succeed. Not everyone's a left-brain thinker, for instance.
The arts is really important here at St Peter's. We've got a really strong focus on it. We've got a number of activities for the students to be able to participate in. We've got choirs, we've got dance troupe. Every year with our house groups we put on mini plays and we've put on a number of musicals, and we really value the opportunity for students to be able to perform.
We think primary schools are opportunities for kids to discover other things that they're good at, and sometimes they're not going to be the best in the class at maths and English. Sometimes they might be the best artists, sometimes they might be the best dancers, sometimes they might be the best footy players or the best netball players, but we think that a child has to discover what it is that's their thing, and that's what we're about here at St Peter's.
We're a school that always stays together and we're like one big family. You can count on everybody.
We also have a lot of support staff who come in and people that we can refer the children to if they need specialist attention too. As they say, it's not rocket science, but it's just that kind of support that kids need at particularly vulnerable parts of their life. and also to know that there's someone who's there for them and someone who's looking out for them.
Over the last 2 years, St Peter's has had a big emphasis on improving the teaching of mathematics.
I always liked being the Math Olympics champion.
Maths. Maths. He's famous.
We want students to see mathematics in everything that they do.
Maths is really fun because we get to have competitions with other people.
Mathematics isn't a standalone subject. They need to understand how maths works for them in the real world. And students have really benefited from experiencing maths in this way. They don't see maths as something a set of rules that they just have to learn.
We're focusing on energy, we're focusing on relevance, and we're focusing on creativity.
It's becoming enjoyable and becoming hands-on, and I think maths is more fun and more creative than it's ever been before, and students are really enjoying it within the school.
And we learn about lots of different things in each term.
So in our school at the moment, we try to offer a number of programs to children, because primary schools have to be about opportunity for kids to discover who they are and what they're about.
We work together as a community to build the children's faith through our religious education program.
I love learning about God and Jesus.
I see a very well-rounded education. I see it's not just about the books and the writing and the reading. I see the sports, the arts, the social involvement, the community feel, getting along with others and learning about what life is really about.
I like sport. Just sports, I like all sports.
We have many teachers who get involved with spending many hours at training and getting their teams ready for summer and winter inter-school sport competitions, and we usually do quite well in these competitions, mainly due to the amount of time that we spend getting those teams together so they can be really successful.
My son and daughter have been involved in rugby league and athletics and various sporting events, but they also address the cultural side of things. My daughter has been involved in debating and maths competitions and dance competitions and various things that have just taken her interests.
I like how they have lots of competitions that suit every ability.
We also have a number of competitions at our school in the arts to really let students' talents shine. So we have an arts competition every year where students enter in a number of different categories. We also have a St Peter's So You Think You Can Dance competition that the children love being in. We have a talent show where students can also perform songs in. At our dance troupe at St Peter's, we've got our junior group, and then we've got our senior group, which is made up of year 6, 7 students, and they learn a variety of different dances, from Broadway styles to jazz to tap to lots of different elements in dance, and we look at basic coordination and performance skills as well.
I spend a lot of time out in the playground. I do a little bits of gardening at lunchtime, and I probably enjoy that most. All I need to do is pick up a trowel or a hose and I have an entourage of 5, 10, 20 kids. Planting vegetables, harvesting brings a big group out. And I like that one-on-one. That's when the children are able to tell me stories.
We do our golden words and red words and blue words and green words.
There's 2 components to spelling at St Peter's. We have a lower school focus, which is the phonemes or the phonogram program. Basically that program works on the letters and sound identification for the younger students to be getting a hold of spelling.
I like all the different books they do. Literacy.
Middle of year 3 up, we then kick into a program called Words Their Way with our spelling, and basically the phonogram program rolls into that Words Their Way spelling program. The focus changes and shifts a little bit to spelling and making meaning from words, and that's the spelling component.
So inclusive education means that you're providing access to the curriculum for everyone. So for some children that will involve adjustments that need to be made. So it means that everyone accesses the curriculum regardless of their disabilities or their giftedness and things like that. So for some children that curriculum will need to be adjusted to be a challenge for them, or be adjusted so that they can access it.
I love the staff here, and I love the fact that all of the staff notice when a child has a problem, and they're the people who usually refer them to me. Someone looks sad, or someone's grandmother died, or someone's dog died. It's the way the staff work together for the good of the children, and the parents feel connected into that too. If they've got a problem, staff will send them my way, or I'll send them to the guidance counsellor or to one of the inclusive education teachers.
Father and Son Camp has been in operation for about 9 years now. It's grown to become an important part of the pastoral care aspect of the school, where we really try and set up some strong relationships for the boys in the school, both with their parents, with their fathers in a spiritual aspect, so where they can share their spiritual journeys with each other. That's a major focus point on the camp. And also to set up some strong relationships with the male staff at the school, where we can have an ongoing relationship with those boys and help them through all aspects of their school life. Very challenging camp where there's lots of activities that they need to do with their fathers, and you often see some skills and abilities come out in boys that you probably don't get to see in the usual environment of the school.
The mother-daughter camp here at St Peter's has been going on for the last 5 years, and it's a chance for mothers and daughters to be able to spend some quality time with each other and work together towards common goals. And it's always great to see all the mums get out there doing all of the camp activities, from canoeing and high ropes courses, but also having that really valued reflection time to enjoy each other's company. The benefits of the mother-daughter camp include students being able to have that quality time together. They really look forward to it, not just for them to be able to try things that they don't normally try, but to also see their mums out of their comfort zone and to sort of encourage them to be courageous and be brave and be just like their wonderful mums.
If you're a new parent and you're considering coming to St Peter's, it's second to none.
It's not just the academic thing, it's all about well-being and self-worth and sense of community, which I really love about the school.
I love having buddies.
As a parent, excited, knowing this is the start of their future. It's just the building block and it's a great one.
They teach students to learn, they get that love of learning, and I suppose that's the best thing as parents we can offer our children.
We Live Learning, our strategic plan this year, has a big focus on how we're going to do things and how we're going to do them well.